Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. It's pretty sunny here, considering it's the end of October. But, yeah, I know I haven't filmed in a while. It's more or less just based on my pure laziness, and once again, life getting in the way, because that's what kind of happens to me. I get a roll going, and then just something bulldozes right on in. But yeah, the whole video on what bulldozed in will be up probably in a few months. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with this video. So this video is going to be a review and swatches of the BH Cosmetics Foil Eyes 2. This palette, I honestly have to say, is much more suited for the fall time compared to the first Foil Eyes. It's the exact same packaging. I believe it's also the same price point, which BH Cosmetics has amazing price points for their products, for how amazing their products are. I will link the first review up in the top corner in the cards and down below as well in case you want to check that out. That one is much more colorful type of shadows, where this one is much more subdued type of shadows. By subdued, I mean like the other one has like bright greens, purples, blues, yellows, whereas this one is very much like the fall colors of like darker reds, darker grays, blues, got a line of bronzes up at the top. Like, it's much more fall suited, though you can wear it any time of the year. I am definitely not one to like be like, oh, why is she wearing that color? It's fall, not summer. You can wear whatever you want to wear. Like, makeup is there to play with, essentially, so you can do whatever you want to do with it. But anyway, let's not get on that. What is the price? I believe I got mine for like 8 something, but I think the price is usually like 12 something. So you get 28 colors that are awesome for $12. Like, that's just, you can't beat that. So this is what it looks like. And honestly, it definitely compares to the first one, compared to Club Tropicana. That, I think, was like a different formula. It was more like grainy, but not grainy. This one seems very much like the first one. They're very buttery. They go on really nicely. If you want the big impact, I do suggest hitting your brush with some MAC Fix Plus first, because that will help out a lot. Okay, so these shadows are very nice and buttery. It's the same formula as I said before. The packaging is just plastic, but that's fine because honestly, it protects it well enough. I do have to say the trays in this one are definitely glued down better than the one in the first one. The first one, I have some actually popping out. I might have to like repot them into a different palette. But it's amazing for what price it is. It's actually, they could probably charge more for it. That's how good it is. And it stays on the eyes. If you use the right primer base to your eyes, and if you use MAC Fix Plus as well, they stay the entire time. I have a really bad issue with creasing eyeshadows. I've had it with BH Cosmetics, NYX, Anastasia. Like, it's just my eyelids, so, but when I use that combination, it sticks really well. I like the colors. They tend to pay off really well. A good supplementary palette to it, because honestly, yeah, you can make full looks using only this, but I have to have some mattes in my look. I can't just use all foil. I have seen people that can do that. Like, I believe Jay Kissa can do it, and hers look phenomenal. I've tried, and I'm not there yet in my talents. But a good complementary palette to it is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. Because of the colors in it, you can pair a lot of these colors with these colors. I think 2 of the 3 looks I do. I've paired it with the Modern Renaissance. You can also just pair it with a neutral matte palette, and you can use any of these colors. It doesn't have to be like a $55 palette at all. It can definitely be their neutral palette, their Modern Mattes palette. Like, the 2 palettes combined are still less than this 1 palette, so it's whatever you want to do. I do pair it with a different palette because as I said, I can't do just pure foil. But yeah, anyway, that is my review. I love it, honestly. It's amazing. And you can use it for highlighter if you want. It's up to you. But they are pretty dang awesome colors. Like, that one right there is gorgeous. I do use it in one of my tutorials that is coming up. Here are the 3 tutorials I came up with using a color from these, or several colors in some of them. Okay, so my eyes are already, the crease is done with the Morphe 35F palette, but I'm going in with the color, the bronzy color, just all over my lid, which I don't have any MAC Fix Plus at all on my brush until now. It wasn't paying off the way I wanted it to. That is why I spritzed a bit of that on there, and as you can see, it works a lot better with the MAC Fix Plus. So I do recommend using that, and I'm still just going to put it all over the lid, concentrating it closer to the eye line, and then kind of just brushing it up into the crease. And just keep packing it on there. If you do get any fallout, just wipe it away with a big fluffy brush. That is why I do foundation after the eyeliner, after the eyeshadow. And I'm just going underneath with the same eyeshadow I used on my lid, and I'm just creating that right from the outer corner into the inner corner, just to get that symmetry going. And you might have to use quite a bit. It all depends on how opaque you want it. I did poke myself in the eye right there. That's why I'm having issues. And then I'm going in with this amazing teal color as my eyeliner. So I'm starting with the wing, which it's much easier to get a wing with a shadow. And it's kind of a dramatic wing, but that's okay. And we're just going to do that and then bring it all the way across the eye to the inner corner and kind of make a cat eye. With the eyeliner, just bring it kind of right down, as you can see, and bring it down the shape of your eye. That's what I did. But I did need to spray MAC Fix Plus on there, just so it popped a bit more. As you can see, it does pop more with the MAC Fix Plus. And it's not as shimmery as the bronze, so it does stand out quite a bit. I did concentrate on the wing, though. I didn't concentrate too much on the inner corner, but I did bring it down just so it would meet the bottom liner as well. And just get that till the point you want it. The teal definitely pops against the bronze. As you can see here, that's where I brought it down. And then I just used an actual eyeliner that matched the color very nicely in the waterline. Then I went in with this nice color as the highlight on my brow bone, which I forget a lot of the times. The dots on my head are from a lamp sitting beside me. It kind of shimmers everywhere, as you can see on the door as well. And I poked myself with the eyeliner, the mascara, too, so I was having a great day when I filmed this. And then for the second look, I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance as well. And I'm just going in with the this color for my crease. And just kind of really getting it in there and bringing it up a bit, because we are going to use some pretty heavy duty colors. So it's a great transition color. And you just want to keep blending it until you have it perfect. And then I'm going to go in with that one on my outer corner and blend it across my crease. So the concentration of the color should be on the outer corner, and just whatever you have left on the brush, bring it right across the crease and into the inner corner. You will want concentration on the inner corner as well, as you can see there. And just slowly build the color. Don't go too heavy-handed because then it's harder to control. It's always good to start with a little and just build it up, and that's honestly the best way to go. And you just want to keep blending. As you can tell, I am using a Luxie brush there. It has become my favorite blending brush. And honestly, the key to this look is to just blend like crazy. It is actually a great party look if you're just wearing like a black dress or something. It will make your eyes pop like no tomorrow if you're not a fan of wearing a bold lip. This is definitely an alternative. And just make sure you blend those edges out as well. And I'm going in with this beautiful like purple red color. And this is without MAC Fix Plus. As you can tell, there's not too much there. If you like subtle, I would definitely say don't use MAC Fix Plus. If you want the kabam shine of it, use MAC Fix. It's just, it makes it pop so much better, as you can see right now. It just pops so much better and it becomes opaque. And just kind of load it on. I do press the shadow on. I do not swipe it. The only time I swipe it is when I'm bringing it into another color. Usually for this look, it's the outer corner and the inner corner. That's when I end up swiping, but I go back over the corners with the other shadow. And for the lower lash line, I just use the pink color from the Modern Renaissance, and then I also use the color I used on the center of my lid underneath there as well. It turned out really nicely. To bring the look all together, just add eyeliner and some mascara. If you like false lashes, this is the perfect look for false lashes. I just didn't really feel like putting them on, to be honest, with this look, but it's awesome, a really good look. I do concentrate on the lower lash line just because it tends to make or break my looks. But that's just a preference. If you don't like putting eyeshadow down there, then you don't have to. That is the completed look for this one. So then I'm going in with my MAC 222 brush, and I'm just going in, since we're using cooler colors, I'm just going in with warm taupe a little bit in my crease. So I'm just going to work that from the outside in, using what is on my brush. So we're just going to bring that up a bit over the crease. Just blend out the edges a bit. You can kind of buff it up as much as you want. I kind of leave a bit of space right now between that and my eyebrows, mainly because I don't know how thick my eyebrows are going to turn out. Okay. And then I go in with the Luxie 237 blending brush. This is like my favorite blending brush, just because it can get really in the crease. Ugh, what is happening? Get really in the crease and blend that up for you. But I'm going to go in with Bueno Fresco. It's like this soft purple mauve color. And we're kind of doing a more natural eye today, I know. So once again, starting in the corner. I like to set my color in the corner here, because this one is going to be what blends the lid shadow as well. Oh god, that really makes it really bright. Back and forth, back and forth. We're not going to bring it up as high as the other color, but we are going to blend it into the other color. we're gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics Foil Eyes 2, which is what this whole video is about. And I'm gonna go in with this color here. So it's like this pinky, light pink shade. That's like a very nice color. And I'm just going to wet the brush with MAC Fix Plus. You will see how much color payoff is actually in this shade. I was not expecting it. So I'm just going to start at my eye line and work sideways and then up. So we're just going to work right up to the crease. And we're going to kind of bring it into the color over here. Okay, and then we're just going to go back in with our blending brush and just kind of help that transition there. So we're just going to kind of dust over where it met the other one. And then we're also just going to blend out the edges here. Okay, so the rest of my face is done. We're just going to quickly do the under eye area. So I'm going back in with my Modern Renaissance, and I'm just going in with my, what is this? Scone Smudger brush. I'm going to take a white eyeliner to do my waterline. And this is really just to make your eye look more awake. And to kind of clean up the color you may have, put in there. Alright. And then we're just going to pop on some eyeliner and mascara, and I will be back. I hope you did enjoy those tutorials. I had some fun making them. I do also want to mention fallout. There's not too much fallout. There's a little fallout, but you definitely just have to be careful. With foil eyeshadows at all, I do suggest doing the eyeshadow before the foundation, and that way you can get rid of the fallout and not have your foundation ruined. So that's just the way I do my eyeshadow. I tend to do it before the foundation and everything, but I don't find very much fallout with these. The most fallout I found was with the light green color, but it wasn't too extreme. I've had a lot worse fallout with other palettes. And now we're just gonna get into the swatches. I do want to say, I say it in one of the swatches, but I do want to say my arm is completely unprimed. I use my finger for it. I swirl once and then just swipe it and then kind of blend it out to be even. But I do not put my finger back into the pan to get a better swatch. It's all just one swirl swatch with my fingers. So obviously with the brushes it will be a bit different for color payoff, but it's not very different. And if you like to use your fingers for your eyeshadow, I'm sure you'll get the same color payoff. So it's all up to what you like to do. But here are the swatches. Okay, so this is the top row with all of the bronzes. My swatches, I tend to do only, I use my finger and I do one swipe, and then just to kind of blend it out a bit, I do like run it across it again. However, this is only one swipe in the tray, the pot itself. Okay, and then this is the second row, which is a lot more of the purples. You could definitely get some great vampire looks from this one. And once again, just using my finger and one swipe, just to show what they look like in one swirl of the pan. And here is the grays and blacks swatches. That's the third row. These two you can actually would be able to use as like just an outer corner color because they're not too shimmery. And they have great opaqueness to them. Okay, and here's the fourth and final row. It's the blues with the purple and the greens, which I'm pretty sure everyone's been waiting for the swatch of these ones. And they're pretty dang awesome and pigmented, especially the teal here on the end. Okay, I hope you did enjoy this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have some other things coming up. I'm gonna kind of like, I do want to incorporate more than just makeup here on this channel, so I hope you guys will like those videos as well. And I hope you did like this video. If so, as I said, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you do subscribe. That would mean the world to me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!